Today we sat down with Shocker great PJ Couisnard. We discussed his time as a player at WSU, as well as his time now on the staff. And I found out today he's not in the Wichita State Hall of Fame, so we're going to campaign to get him in the Wichita State Hall of Fame. I had a blast with this one, and I hope you all do the same. All right, we're live. PJ,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you so much for coming by. This is a real treat for us.
No doubt. I'm so happy. Anytime you with anybody that's Shocker family, you always got to go out your way to make sure, they get that Shocker experience. I'm all for it.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
So it's been about 20 years since you. I'm sure you've been back to Wichita since, but it's been about 20 years since you were a player, and now you're a coach.
Yep.
How's that been for you being back in town?
Man, it's been great, man. I seeing a lot of familiar faces it always helps the situation. It helps the cause, and just being able to be in a different, seeing it from different lenses this time. As a player, is a different experience than being here as a coach, and just knowing one thing, that the love is still the same, from Shocker fans to the city to the people that I dealt with when I was here, from the academic coordinators and all the trainers. They still here, and just seeing them keep on ticking and staying here and staying down is everything. And I'm so happy to be back.
Did you ever anticipate being back in Wichita from a professional standpoint and living here?
I would be completely honest. No, I was like, when I left here, I was like, it is too cold for me to ever go back.
Yeah, I was gonna say the weather gave you a
Days
funny
like today, man.
Literally,
nice reminder.
the weather is the reason why I did not see myself coming back here at all. I just hated having to walk to my car backwards because I didn't want the wind to hit me in the face.
Yep.
So I never seen myself coming back here. I love this place to death, love it with all my heart. I got my family here, everything. So I love the place. It's just the weather was keeping me away.
Yeah, you're not the only one that thinks that way.
No doubt.
Fair enough. So it has to be a pretty full circle moment having your son on that team. How's that been?
Man, it's been great because, he was coming here before the decision of me coming. He was already set in stone to come here and be a part of the team and stuff like that. And then when I got the opportunity, it definitely made a huge impact on my decision of doing it, because I was offered the position from the past three coaches, asked me did I want to, be a part of it, or asked me, hey man, when you want to get into this college coaching thing. And, I was in a pretty good situation back home at where I was at and stuff like that. But having my son coming kind of definitely had a definitive impact on my decision of coming aboard with Coach Mills.
What pushed you into coaching? Were you, when you graduated from Wichita State, were you always wanting to do that?
No, man, I was playing ball, and my dad and my mom was like youth ministers and stuff like that, so they dealt with a bunch of kids that's have situations and stuff like that coming up. So just doing outreach back home, one of my mentors, big brother, I call him Clay, Coach Clay. He was running the gyms, running my dad's gym for him, and I would come home from playing overseas or something, and he was like, hey, man, I need you to coach these kids. And I'm like, man, I just got home. But, it was for the community and for the kids, so I ended up doing it. And he was like, hey, man, you should really think about doing this. You a really good coach. And, I just kept doing it, and that's how I got into, the coaching, because Coach Clay kind of nudged me into it.
How long have you been doing it?
Coaching, I started probably 2010 as far as really coaching kids and stuff like that. I had my camps, Coach Kyle Lindstad, that's at Sunrise. They helped me start my camps and stuff like that. So, yeah, I was doing camps and stuff and training, but full-fledged coaching was probably 2010, 2011.
Gotcha. So you were a player from 04 to 08.
Yep.
We're coming up on 20 years since that Sweet 16 team in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
How fun was that?
Man, it was an unbelievable ride, and Coach told us, hey, when we was in the locker room after we won, he told us, you'll be reminded of this day every day of your life from here on out. And, you know, young, I was a sophomore at the time. I'm like, this is just my first one. I'm going to get 2 more and stuff like that. And you really are reminded in some way, shape, fashion, or form that you are reminded of the run and how special it is, whether it's seeing one of the guys on social media or, you know, being part of this Shocker family that you keep following and stuff like that. You are reminded of it every single day. And it was an unbelievable run, you know, and not just the tournament run, but the full season run, you know, of winning the conference and doing all that type of stuff. And it's something that we as sophomores, me, Brower, and Sean, after playing well as freshmen, we expected to do that, you know. So it was like an expected thing, and we was happy that we fulfilled that for sure.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, when the season was just starting or even before, did you guys knew that this team could be special? Yeah,
we had a special year the year before. You know, we went to the NIT, and I was there 03 too when they went to the NIT. I had to sit out that year, but we was special, and we felt like we were we could have been better in bigger roles. We had great leadership, and I think they did a great job of like wanting us to be successful. You know, the seniors on that team, Jamar, Randy, Rob, and all them, they were really helpful to us as freshmen. Like, hey, coach, they're doing good. You know, we might need to stay with them. And I think when they left and it became our show, I think we kind of elevated the mindset. Okay, yeah, we taking this torch and we taking it to another level. And I think me, Sean, and Matt, we had that, you know, that mindset to like, hey, let's really do this. And Kyle Wilson too. He was part of that too.
Was that your freshman year? Was that the Vanderbilt game?
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
You remember that game, Jack?
I've seen highlights.
Yeah, when we lost on a full court 7/10 of a second. Yeah.
Didn't they throw it the length of the court, catch it? Were we up?
Or
was that tied?
We were tied. I think because we was down 3 at the free throw line. We made the first one, got the tip back. It put the tip back, and then they called a timeout after we scored. So then they had 7/10 of a second, I think, 7:04, one of the two, and they threw a full court at the buzzer.
Some kid hit a bomb last night.
Oh yeah,
I was there last night. Yeah, that was right before halftime.
Yeah, then he did the Ja Morant celly.
Yeah, he did the grenade celebration.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I know, man. It's too funny. Well, I was looking back at the stats of that Tennessee game to go to the Sweet 16. You were 6 or 7 at 20 points.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sound right.
Another day at the office.
Yeah, another day at the office. And there was about a little over a minute left. It's a 3-point shot with the shot clock winding down.
Oh yeah,
with a hand in your face.
top of the key.
Yeah. It was special, man. I had a great game, and the thing that I take away from that game mostly is the defense I played on Lofton. You know, him being the leading scorer at the time and stuff like that, and just forcing him to take tough shots. I don't know what he shot from the field, but I know we made it a tough night for him, you know, and I knew that was probably my assignment. So I knew, hey, he can't have a efficient night or we're going to be in trouble. And, you know, the offense just came naturally. I didn't have to kind of like force anything. But I would say me and Karen Bradley definitely wanted that ball at the end. we go back and forth about that all the time. We used to go back and forth about that all the time. Like, hey, man, I want the ball at the end. I want the ball at the end. You know, so it's a good thing to have when you got two guys that want to be a guy, you know, and want to be a dude. So, it was a great game for us.
And you beat Seton Hall pretty handily in the first round.
20.
Who did they have?
They had Sam Dallenberg, big guy. Then they had the Chris Copeland guy. I think he's a college head coach. Yeah, he's a college head coach too. I think Nuttall, Antonio, not Antonio. I can't think his name. But they had some pretty decent guys. I remember they came out talking so much trash. I was like, who are you guys? Like, I ain't watched the Seton Hall game all year.
Right.
But they were super confident, and I'm glad we played. I think P. Mill got us going, and then Sean had a big game. O'Geary had a big game in that one. So, yeah, it was cool being Sean's roommate. He had a good game the player of the game the first round, and the second round I had the player of the game. You know, that was pretty neat too.
When you say like Seton Hall talking trash, does that happen before the game or is that happening during the game?
Oh, it's during the game.
During the game.
Yeah, for sure.
So how are they talking trash when you guys are taking care of business?
Early. They was talking early.
Okay.
They scored first, and I can't remember. I don't know if they scored first or we scored first, but I know their first basket, number 14, he was just, yeah, we about to whoop y'all. Da, 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 da. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's 2-0. Yeah, you know. So yeah, and it was crazy, but it was fun, and it was a fun game, man. It was a fun game. That first round game was pretty fun too.
How is the mentality of preparing for an NCAA tournament game when it's one team's moving on, the other team's season's ending?
Man, it's really just the work you put in the whole year and knowing who you are as a player, and you know, some people like love the big moments, you know, and some people they like, hey, this moment might be a little bit too big for me. I think on that team we had so many guys that loved the big moment, that, you know, it just made it difficult for any teams to like really like just beat us like that without us putting up a fight, because, you know, we love to be there, and the mentality is just, you know, it's win or go home. You know, it's no other there's no other thing no other motivation that you need. Hey, you win, you keep playing, you lose, you go home.
Right.
So that's the biggest motivation of it of all.
Yeah, before this, I was looking at the stats and stuff from that 06 season. Mm-hmm. And do you remember playing Illinois when K-Ron Bradley hit like a half-court shot that got waved off?
Oh, yeah. I remember it was in like a tournament. What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was in a tournament. I think, didn't they beat us like at the buzzer too?
Yeah, I think they had a bucket
Yeah,
with
it was
a couple seconds
buzzer
left.
beater, I think, yeah, with like 4 seconds ago or something. Something like that. Yeah, I mean, we played really well. I remember, like, I tell everybody, like, that team, we used to come, you know, the first TV time out, and we would just look at each other, you know, while the coaches are over there game planning. We'd look at each other and be like, hey, we're going to win this game. Like, and we knew within the first 4 or 5 minutes, you know, we knew if we had a dog fight, we knew if we going to win, we knew what we need to do, just that first 5. We were so locked in together, and I remember we came at that game like, hey, we winning this game. You know, we winning this game. I would say that Michigan State game, we looked at each other like, oh, we in trouble. After the first 5 minutes, like, we in trouble. They so fast. They so strong. But definitely, you know, I remember that game too. Well, I remember the game in the tournament. I don't know what tournament it was, but yeah, that was a good game too. And they just coming off the Final Four, I think, was it?
Yeah, I know they
might have been a national championship.
I think they won one early 2000s.
Okay, yeah. D Brown played.
D Brown.
Yeah,
and Bruce
played.
Weber.
Yeah, Bruce Weber.
Because Bill Self, I think, took the KU job. Bruce Weber came in and I think won the title. That his first year with Self's guys.
I think that's
and
right.
then you guys, I don't know if do you play him next year? Or
We
you
played
might
them
have
the next
that
year. Yeah, I think we played them the next year.
Do you stay in touch with a lot of those guys, former teammates?
Yeah, I talk to Matt Brower all the time.
He's at Stephen F. Austin now.
Yeah, he's at Stephen F. Austin. I talk to him all the time. Ryan Martin, Karen, P. Mill. Me and P. Mill communicates all the time.
We see Paul Miller and Kyle Wilson at the YMCA.
K-Dub is my guy too. K-Dub is my guy too.
Same with Jamar. We'll see Jamar. I know.
Yeah.
Jamar. He was my freshman year. He was a senior.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, I keep you know, everybody's busy now. For the most part, we kind of keep up with each other, if not directly, definitely from a distance.
That's cool. I remember I was in second grade watching that Sweet 16 run. I'm now 28.
Hey man, did y'all get school off?
No, we watched it in school.
Word.
Yeah, in school.
I remember us winning, and it was like school canceled. I don't know if for a day or whatever, they was telling us, hey, y'all got school canceled. Keep with it.
Yeah, I remember when you guys beat Tennessee, we went to the airport. There was a lot of people at the airport waiting to see you guys come back.
Man, it was a ton of people at the airport. That was a special day too. I mean, the whole run was special. Mm-hmm. That was very special because we had no clue or no idea that, you know, people was at the airport or nothing. So we all thinking, we excited. We all think, hey, we finna get out on the town. It's finna, we just won, we going. And to land, and I mean, they had people right there as soon as we walked out the tunnel of landing, it was just full of people. So that was a very, very special moment. That's when we kind of like, oh, this might be bigger than what we think. We just playing games and wanting to win and trying to win, but I don't think we grasped how big of that was at the time.
Yeah, it was a huge deal. I remember it was a huge deal for me, and I know everybody else in Wichita too. That was the old Mid-Continent Airport where it was like one lane down the center of the airport. That was cool, man.
Yeah, no doubt. It was definitely a fun time. I mean, the whole airport was packed. It was like the whole arena was just at the airport, and I think that was very, very special moment for not just me. I know all our teammates talk about that all the time.
What was it like preparing for George Mason twice? Because you play him in that just a dogfight of the Bracket Buster game, and then you obviously play them in the
tournament.
Yeah, in the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Right. What was it like preparing for them twice? You just played them a month before.
Man, I can't remember if the first time we played them, I want to say, I don't know if Paul didn't play or something happened the first time we played them. I can't remember, where we was like, okay. The second time we played them, we was a little more confident and like, okay, we could get them. But I just had a terrible day. I can't remember the numbers on Sean. I think we just shot the ball so bad during that game. It just affected everything. And, I think the preparation was definitely good because, the players, we had played them just like 2 weeks prior.
Right.
So it was like, all right, let's go this time, and we just – and them, it was kind of a home game for them too. So, and Coach said it before the game, like whoever wins this game is going to the Final Four because he knew the other teams was more talented enough, but they wasn't disciplined enough to beat the winner out of that game. So we knew like we was playing for a Final Four berth. Like it was crazy that looking at them two teams knowing like, hey, one of us going to the Final Four. And so, yeah, the preparation for them they was a good team too. Like they were good for sure.
They had that big dude who just shot flat-footed threes.
Yeah.
Remember his name?
Was it Will or
I don't remember, but
yeah,
he was a baller.
Man, so the point guard on that team, Tony Skinn, is one of my good friends now. Like,
really?
And it's so funny because when I was coaching AAU, I had a point guard that he went to an elite camp, and it was at Louisiana Tech. And he went to elite camp and he played really well at the elite camp. So the coach called me and he was like, hey, man, you sent the kid out here to the elite camp, man. We really want to recruit him. We really like him. And I was like, oh, yeah, no doubt. He's like, man, you mind if I can you send me all your information? So I sent him all my information. I was AAU coach, coaching at high school. So he called me right back. He said, hey, man, you going to hate me for this. And I'm like, what? He said, man, my name Tony Skinn. And I'm like, Tony Skinn? He said, George, man. I said, I can't stand you. My kid not going to Louisiana Tech. It's just like that. So after that, me and him we talked about the game. We talk all the time. He still messes with me to this day about that game. But he's at the George Mason. He's the head coach there now, and the kid plays for him. So he averaging like 15 for him a game now.
That was genuinely a great George Mason team.
Oh,
to
no,
come
no
into
doubt.
Koch Arena and beat the Shockers, and then to beat them again in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, no,
as good as you guys were.
They was legit.
They were legit.
Jim Larinaga.
Yeah, he's a great coach too.
Yeah.
Yeah, great coach.
Yeah, very credentialed. Probably be a Hall of Famer.
I would believe so.
He's still at Miami?
No, he
I think
retired.
he retired.
Yep.
It's great to see what guys like Matt Breyer are doing now. He's a legend for that game winner against Creighton in overtime.
Yes, he is.
I was looking at that. Blake, I sent that to you. Do you have that in front of you?
Go to the end.
Yeah, it's towards the end.
Yeah. But I was watching this and forgot he hit
This'll
a
bring it
three
back
in
for you.
regulation and got fouled.
Yeah, a 4-point play.
Like he hit like 3 huge threes within the last, 5 minutes. Right in here.
This predates high definition.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Right there.
Look at that crowd.
Yeah, it was crazy. And that was Valentine's Day.
61-62 also. Kind of a rock fight.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, wow. What a fun time.
Yeah, look at that place.
Look at everybody going
guys.
crazy.
Creighton had great players too. Anthony Tolliver. He had a long career in the pros.
And he's like the president or vice president of the Players Association or something like that right now.
Oh, wow. Was Kyle Korver before your time?
Yeah, he was before me.
Another great player. Man, Creighton's had great players go through there.
Who was the point guard of that Creighton team?
They had some guys.
I feel like they had another really great.
They had Nate
guard.
Funk.
Maybe that's what
Nate Funk was
That
he was the
rings a
first team
bell.
all league. Yeah, probably like two or three times. And then what's the Dane Watts? I don't know if his name, but they had a 4-man that was good. Him and Tolliver was good together. But they was loaded. They was always loaded. That was one of our rivals for sure.
Yeah, it was always a blast when they'd come to town or when we'd go there.
Yeah, I love playing at their place. Like it give you that NBA arena feel, and so I used to love playing at Creighton.
Yeah, those are some wars.
Yeah, they were.
You know, we beat them at the buzzer. Then they beat us at the buzzer at home that year.
I don't remember that.
Tolliver hit the shot. Remember, we went up like 20-something in the first half. Then they came all the way back, and Tolliver hit a free throw shot at the buzzer to win the game at the buzzer at their place.
Before that one?
No, ours was first.
Oh, no kidding.
Wow. It just shows how even those two programs were for a long time.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
With all the hype coming off that Sweet 16 season, you come back the next year and start out really hot. You know, you beat George Mason. I think you played George Mason again, right?
Yep.
Got their revenge. Go to LSU. Win.
They have Big Baby.
Yeah, they had Big Baby.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah, they
Very
were
good.
ranked. And they go to Syracuse.
Yep.
Ranked. Win. How tough was it to start that hot and then the season not going as the team would have hoped?
It was like we were expecting to win. So it was like we wanted to be the number one team in the country. Like we had all those aspirations.
Because you guys got to like 9 or 8.
Yeah, we got 8. We
Yeah.
got to 8 in the country. And truth be told, man, I broke my hand and that was it. You know, we was undefeated in Vegas. We go to Vegas undefeated. I get sick from the hotel breakfast. Couldn't play in the game. We end up losing. Then my first game back from that, I break my hand on the backboard at Bradley, our first conference game. And so I'm playing with one hand for the next. I shouldn't have played, but I tried to play because we had lost 2 more. So I'm like, oh man, I need to hurry up and get back out there. And I end up playing like half the first conference with one hand. You know, teams fouling me. I can't make no moves, barely could shoot the ball. And that just had the biggest effect on everything. You know, if you know, Shocker fans looking at it, and that was the truth to it, us just not being good. I was down, you know.
Yeah, it's so tough. Because you guys brought everyone back except Paul Miller,
Yeah.
basically. And you guys were loaded, man.
Yeah, we had the chance. Like if I stay healthy that year, I guarantee you we have another deep tournament run.
Yeah, I believe it.
Or something like that. But literally, we just couldn't. Even in conference tournament, I still played with a cast on my hand in the conference tournament that year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was just basically injuries and sickness kind of derailed that season. But you know, even the first part of the season, we was rolling, and that was fun. You know.
Gotcha. You were also a player at a very pivotal time for the program. So Mark Turgeon takes the A&M job. Greg Marshall comes in. What was that transition like? Were you guys aware that Turgeon could be split in town?
Yeah, we you know, the year before he had the opportunity to go to Oklahoma, I think, or somewhere, and he came back and stayed. So you always know when you win, coaches change. So it was. Coming off the season that we had, you can't fault him for taking the job. You know, like anything, you get a bigger, better job. You gotta do what's best for your family. But getting Coach Marshall was, a blessing in disguise too for the program as well. And even though our first year didn't go well because it's a new coach, trying to bring in all his philosophies and everything, and then we lose Sean to transfer. He goes to Wyoming, average like 20 a game. Matt Brower goes down the 3rd or 4th game with a concussion. He don't play till the last 6-7 games. Everybody loading up. I'm facing double teams and triangle twos every night. So it was, and we still fought every game. If you look at our games that year, I want to see how many games. Like we was in every game almost. Like I think we had like 10 or 11 games. We either lost by 3 or 2 points or something like that. So we was there. So I knew Coach Marshall would be very successful, from his mentality and what, he was trying to instill, with a bunch of players that really wasn't like we had walk-ons playing significant minutes. Like it was crazy.
What was Marshall like in that first year? Because when we think of Marshall, we think of like the picture behind you, the runs at the NCAA tournament. What was he like in that first year?
Trying to find a way. He was determined, and he was just really setting the tone of what was to come. And like if you see my interviews back then, or anything that people always ask me because we wasn't winning. They were like, "What you think about the coach?" I'm like, "He's going to be fine." He has a winning mentality, a mindset, and he was great, man. He would do everything. Like he tried to do everything he could in his power for us to win, but we just couldn't get it together. But he was great.
You guys had Gal.
Yeah, we had Gal McHale,
Dallas Maverick.
Yeah, he went on to play in the NBA after a couple good years in Israel. And then we had Philip Thomason.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Phil, and we just didn't have enough though, to win at the time, with the schedule and stuff that we had. But our conference was really good at the time.
Yeah,
for sure. So he found his way.
Right.
Yeah,
for
sure.
And to put in perspective what the conference was, we were talking about it before the podcast. Mm-hmm. Your Sweet 16 year, there were 4 Missouri Valley teams in. Mm-hmm. The conference has 10 teams. 40% of the Missouri Valley Conference, 3 of them being at-large bids, were in the NCAA tournament. Mm-hmm. Like, boy, how times have changed.
And we got good seeds, too. Like, it wasn't like we was 12, 13 seeds.
Who won the Missouri Valley tournament that year? Do you remember?
We won the conference, and I want to say Bradley. I think Bradley won the conference tournament, if I'm not mistaken.
Southern was... I could totally be wrong on this. You might have to check me, Blake, but they were like a 4 or 5. Maybe they were. Maybe they were
Bradley
worse
was
than
a 5. I think Bradley was a 5.
There was somebody else that just got left out too.
Yeah, it was somebody that should have made it.
The tournament. Yeah,
it might have been Missouri State.
Oh, is this a Valley tournament? Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah, and it was Missouri State that got left out. That should have been in the tournament.
You're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Southern won the conference tournament. With you being a part of Marshall's inaugural team, how closely were you following the prime Marshall years with Van Fleet, Baker?
Oh man,
Cotton?
I was all in. Like I said, I love this place from the jump. If it was Marshall, if it was Tubby Smith, whoever it was, I was gonna be all in on trying to be a part of it the best way I can. I know Marshall's first recruits was Teray Murray, and Teray was from Houston, from me. So on his visit, he came. He was at my apartment on his visit, and he was just talking. He was like, "Coos, should I come here?" And I was like, "Teray, you can make it to the NBA out of here." I was like, "If you do what you do," and I was like, "I set the table for you. So if you do what you do, this place will love you, and you can make it to the NBA out of it." And to this day, Teray, he credits me for making him come here, but I'm like, nah, like you had it in you, and I seen it. So like. Even him, Ramon Clemente, most of the guys that Marshall brought in to be his first recruiting class, I had to host them. I had to tell them, hey, like, trust the process.
JT Durley with him?
JT Durley.
Was David Kyles from Texas?
David Kyles from Dallas, yeah. So, like, I had to, every time you bring a recruit in, it's a host for the recruit. And me being the best player, all the kids, they mostly wanted to come see, hey, let me go talk to him and see what this really is. And for me, I never uttered one negative thing about where the program was going, about coach, style or how he, gets stuff done. And I just tell him like, yo, this is a special place. Like I was here when we winning, it's nothing like it, And so I think, getting to Ray Murray to like I'm the bridge. I played for Turgeon, so I know all his guys, and I played for Marshall, so I know all his guys. So that's why I got the relationship with most of the guys. So like Teray Murray, all those Fred, Ron, me and Ron is tight, like everybody. So,
awesome.
It's all a family too, So
How cool is that?
Yeah, we all talk all the time.
God, Teray was such a good player at WSU, man.
Teray, yep. We call him Ray Swag.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
They had some awesome teams that didn't make the tournament. That were NIT. The one that won the NIT.
Yeah, JT, Gabe Blair,
Graham Hatch,
Aaron Ellis,
AE, yeah, all those guys, man, and we all look out for each other. We all kind of check in on the program. Like when I got the job, I heard from every single one of those guys.
That's awesome.
They were all like, "Hey, man, I'm happy for you." They sent their words and everything. So, and I heard from the guys from Turgeon era and from Marshall era. So like it was very special, a special bond between all those guys and alumni.
How cool is that? It was so fun to watch the aftershocks with Zach Bush coaching them.
Yeah.
And I think this was the first Clevin Hanna was playing on him till this year.
Yep.
That's amazing. When you graduated, did you go play overseas?
Yeah, I did. I played 2 years in Hungary.
Cool. How was that?
It was good. It was definitely a culture shock because nothing is in English. But just playing over there and played in a decent, really actually a really good league. I end up the second year I was there. I ended up playing against Kyle Wilson.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So we got a picture from that, and he was on his team was actually number 1, and my team was like number 7 or 8, and. Yeah, we played a couple of times against each other and stuff like that.
That's fun.
Man, you guys really paved the way, The Van Fleet, Baker, to Kill Cotton, Cleanthony early teams, they go to the Final Four, undefeated season. A lot of that groundwork was laid by you guys, Coach Marshall's staff. It's amazing to see what the program got to.
Yeah, and you feel a part of it too, knowing that even the run that we had, I remember after we won, and in the locker room, Xavier McDaniel and all the legends came in. The locker room.
That's cool.
Yeah, they all came in the locker room after we won. They were like, "Hey, man, we love y'all game. We love this. We love that." And you could tell that they had a sense of pride and they had, a love and a passion for what we did and a great feel for the accomplishments that we just had. And it passes through too because, like, I feel the same way. When they went to the Final Four, I was in Atlanta. Having a blast, like I'm playing in the Final Four. I was so happy for the guys. And even when they go to the tournament, even win the conference, like even last year as a high school coach, I was all in on every game. Like texting coach, I was texting Coach Paulino during the game. Sometimes like, hey, we got to do this. But you never lose that love for it. You want to see it be successful at all times. Like at an all-time high, and I know a lot of the alumni feel that way.
Who were some of the other colleges recruiting you when you eventually obviously went to Wichita State?
When I came out, my final 3 was down at A&M, Baylor, and Wichita State.
Wow.
What put you over the edge?
Coach Mike Rohn. He was assistant for Wichita State, and I want to say he was at my school every day. Every day, like, hey, man, you doing this, you doing that, and I visited all 3 places. So when I came here, kind of being away from the neighborhood I grew up in and stuff like that helped. And just, like I say, Coach Rohn was like the best ever. And he, hey, man, this the plan for you. This what we see you doing. And this, like they just had a true plan for what they envisioned me. And Coach Rohn was like the biggest key. Then when I met Gretchen, she wasn't too bad. The academic advisor. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Zach talked about her, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Is she still the academic advisor?
She still is.
Yeah.
I think she's going on like year 85.
Yeah. Zach Bush brought her up too.
Her Mike. This Mike Kennedy's last year.
Yeah, man, that's my guy, man.
46 seasons.
Man, he's the GOAT. Is not a more consistent guy than Mr. Mike. I love him to death. Like, he does the things that go unnoticed. I want to say, like, he recognizes everything, and nothing is too small for him to put his attention to. And that's one thing that I learned just watching him from a distance and seeing how he moves and stuff like that. And I mean, he's ultimately like one of the greatest guys to ever walk this earth. And that's outside of being the voice of Shaka basketball, just the type of human being he is, the type of person he is, man. Like, he's done stuff for my family that, man, he never speaks about, you know, and that's just a testament of how special he is, and how much he means to this program. I don't think there's one player that ever put on a uniform in the past 46 years that would say they wouldn't do anything for Mr. Mike. You know, he was that guy, and a very, very true leader, a true flag for the program for sure.
Yeah, it'll be different.
It'll be super different. I don't even know who else voice you could have used to replace him. Yeah, you know, like he's a upper echelon royalty when it comes to Shaka basketball.
I know. Having him come down here and talk with us, that was such an awesome experience. It's so nice of him, and you as well. It's just great to get to meet some of these people that, you know, we've been listening to Mike forever.
To hear the voice sit right in front of you, the same voice that you've been listening on the radio for 30 years.
It hit different.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yes. No doubt.
Yes, it does.
No doubt. I love him to death, man. I like, man, how come I just come on now you retire?
He needs to have some sort of a role within the program.
Something. We got to do something. He got to be a friend dark of the program. Yeah, He can't go 0 dark 30.
Right.
I bet he'll be around.
Yeah, without a doubt. He loves it. You know, that's a good thing about it.
Definitely. So after basketball, you ran an AAU program down in Houston. So you've seen recruiting hands-on in today's new era.
Yep.
What's that been like? How different is that compared to when you were being recruited?
Man, it's totally different now. So I ran an AAU program, you know, I was the head coach of a high school that's kind of like a Sunrise, Oak Hill, Mount Vernon type of thing. We play like that type of schedule. So you got to have national players to play and compete. So you got to recruit all kids from everywhere. And the biggest difference, man, is like you used to have to worry about like the top 3 kids. Hey, I might have to take care of some flights, or I might have to, you know, make sure this kid is accommodated so we could get him. Nowadays, the 9th person on the bench got a handler. Like, bro, you didn't do nothing. Why you asking for this? You're not gonna even play.
That's so crazy.
So it's just like the new day and times of everybody thinking they're somebody. You know, and so in recruiting, when you could distinguish the ones from the fake, you know, that's where the value comes in of knowing who you're recruiting and what you're recruiting. Because nowadays it's like you might recruit that top player, but he might come with a lot of stuff that ain't worth it, you know. Or you might go get that bottom player that might be less problems, but you know he'll fit in, you know. So it's like it's a whole new landscape of things, and you know, just being a part of it, I'm used to it. Playing my AAU team, we have to recruit our kids back every year because other people, not because they don't want to be back, it's just because other people are coming to recruit them. So you got to be like, hey, man, yeah, they want to come and get you now, but they didn't want to come get you a year ago or 2 years ago. So, you know, and for the most part, back home, my organization probably might be the most loyal. We have the most loyal kids, you know, because we do it the right way, man. It's more than just, hey, what can you do for me? We gonna know about your family. We gonna make sure your family okay. We gonna, you know, check on you good times and bad times. You know, like we not just here because of what you can do for our program. We really want to see you succeed through this whole thing through. You know, I think that's what separated our program back home from other programs, to make kids, you know, kind of stay loyal to it.
You know, I've read articles. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but sometimes kids get promised things and then they commit and they don't get delivered on those promises. Do you ever see that?
Oh yeah, that's all the time. Like you got to, in today's game, you got to get it in writing. You have to. Like if you doing something and it's not in writing, anything could happen. You know, so like and you see people prey on the parents that think they know it all and think they could. Hey, I could do it, you know, because they trying to make sure they get every dime and end up getting squeezed out of everything they supposed to get or get shorted big time, you know. So you just got to be smart about the situation and understand, like, there's nothing wrong with the landscape of it. I think, like, we was just in Bahamas and, you know, all the teams was in Bahamas and you see all these kids' parents and stuff like that. And you're happy. I'm happy for the kids because I wish I could have flew my whole family out to Virgin Islands to watch me play and stuff like that, instead of, we had to figure out, man, maybe only your mom or maybe only your dad could come, because of financial burdens. So it's a good thing. It's a good gift and a curse. You just got to know how to manage it and understand it's the new day. It's a new day. You can't sit back and like, oh, it's going to go back. No, it's not. It's not going back. So just got to embrace it and figure out how to navigate in it.
In your opinion, do you think anything needs tweaked with how it's how it NIL and everything, how it exists today, or are you pretty okay with how everything is? Do you think maybe they need to sign contracts or X, Y, and Z?
I think as we continue to live in this space, everybody will become more alert of what needs to be done. Like 5 years from now is going to be different than it was today. And then 10 years is going to be different than it was 5 years ago. It's just come down to people learning more and getting more aware of like what the kids doing with the money. Are they getting set up financially for a longer amount of time, or, who's getting the money, or, stuff like that. So the more knowledgeable we come up with it happening, I think it'll be better and it'll form its own tweaks. We'll know exactly what we need naturally from it, because it was like 100 years where, I don't know how long the NCAA been going, a long time, and not a kid's been compensated. Right. Not one kid has, made the money that they probably was worth. Even all the under table stuff was under table, so you're not getting your true value. So I think after 100 years that way, give it 100 years the other way and see where it go.
And a lot of people not on the floor were making a lot of money.
Exactly.
Right.
exactly.
Right. There's so many huge stars that would have made so much
money.
I think like Johnny Manziel,
John Wall.
Yeah.
Like it was insane, so you just think about all the money they made off of Shaq, all the money you made off of Michael Jordan, all the money you made off the
like Cam Newton,
the Phi Sigma Gamma, U of H team, the Fab Five in Michigan.
Yeah, BYU probably made a killing
off of Jimmer Fredette, Davidson off of Steph Curry.
Right.
So you got all these kids all these flagships of guys that would have made a ton of money, off of just them individually. So let the normal average Joe should probably reap the benefits of it. Like you made a ton of money off of these guys,
right?
So like I think it all even itself out for sure.
It's interesting how programs like Drake have been able to, they lose guys every year, and coaches. They seem to be able to reload better than most mid majors. How do you think they're able to do that? Do you have any idea?
Well, my thing, I think like a school like a Drake, you have a built-in system already of like kids from that area, that region, they strive to go to Drake. So it don't matter if I was the coach, you was the coach, whoever the coach is, you got a region of good kids that really want to go. That's all they know is Drake. And schools like that have their own like region and basically their own following, they always be right. You're just picking the right players, and then like they dads probably went there, uncles, brothers, sister, cousins, and they're like, oh yeah, we gonna do this Drake thing no matter what, So like it comes down to the culture that you built for your school. Is your culture with something that all the kids will want to come up, because you need that if you're a Drake, because you don't have the budget that NC State might have. So you got to win with your culture, and sometimes culture wins.
They were in Wichita for the tournament last year. They put it on Missouri.
Mm-hmm. They had a guard that was really, really good,
Yeah.
And I think he ended up going to Iowa with the coach.
Yeah, it might have been a father-son deal.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
DeVries? Is that right? That might not be right.
DeVries went to Indiana.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, DeVries went to Indiana.
I forget who that was last year, but they put it on.
Yeah, they were good last year.
Yeah. Oh, Ben McCollum.
Yeah, went to Iowa. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. He was good.
Yeah, they were really solid last year, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're doing okay this year. I don't know for sure, but
yeah. But it's like you see, like he ended up going with the coach.
Yeah.
So like if another group are going to come and replace him, and they're still going to be Drake. At the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. This weekend, back in Cedar Falls.
Yes, sir.
How long has it been?
A long time.
You mean you don't vacation there?
Nah, that's not one of my destination sites.
All right.
But definitely, I'm excited to be back, man. I haven't been there in a long time. Like it's gonna feel like an old Valley game. It kind of felt like that when Drake came. Even though it was an exhibition. But yeah, I can't wait to get back, man. Can't wait to see how we perform and stuff like that on Saturday.
Awesome. It's crazy that Ben Jacobson's still doing it.
Yeah,
at the same place.
That's insane. That's insane. Like,
and he kind of looks the same.
I bet he looked like he was 20 when he was coaching when I was playing.
Right.
So he probably only aged 3 years.
Yeah, they came to Wichita last year, and it looked like he didn't age a bit.
I can only imagine, man. He's one of the good guys in the game. So yeah, you do it right, it's less stressful. So you can kind of keep that young look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch, and as we roll into conference play, the American looks pretty wide open.
Yeah, it's just gonna come
Get
down
some
to
momentum rolling.
Yeah, just us being us, man. Us, if we be us, and like Coach say every time, just get better every day, and worry about what we supposed to be doing, and the results they have handled themselves. And I think we got a chance, man. I like our team. I think we hungry for it. We got a great group of guys. The chemistry is high, so that's half the battle. Most teams they fighting chemistry the whole year because kids that's not playing, they ready to leave. All type of stuff that you be fighting, and so I think we don't have them battles. So every kid just want to learn and want to get better, and I think that's gonna help us during this conference run.
Awesome. I did have a stat for you.
Okay.
So there's a very loyal donor that sits right behind us at Shocker games.
Okay.
His name's Shane Prill. He's got a stat that he sent me before.
All right.
Because I was telling him, like, we got PJ coming on.
Oh, okay.
He said, you're the only Shocker. 1,300 points, 600 rebounds, 300 assists, 98 blocks, and 140 steals.
Couldn't get 2 more blocks.
I know I got 2 more blocks in there somewhere. I definitely got 2 more blocks in there somewhere.
Maybe they gave him to Paul Miller.
Yeah, they probably did, man. Since we look so much alike, they got us confused a couple times.
How's it feel to be the university's ultimate Swiss Army knife?
Man,
weren't you 3-time all defense?
Yes, sir.
Damn,
and
man.
3-time all honorable mention for the conference. I think, if you ask me, they Hall of Fame numbers, but that's not me to say near here, Judge. But I get flack about that all the time. Most people in my circle, they be like, how you not in the Hall of Fame? All the great players Wichita State has had, and you the only one that do something. I'm like, it's I take what I get, as far as like, I get the love from the fans, and I get the love from, Shocker Nation. So that's all that matters to me. But I think TJ Williams got a chance to be the second player to ever do that with his skill set that he possesses. I'm on him all the time. I'm like, hey, you could be the second player. Also, you could surpass all my numbers. Like you got the talent. So it just come down to doing it on the court, and he's been doing a great job of it for sure.
He the Heights kid?
Yes.
Yep.
I love the way he attacks every rebound, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, no, he's great. When he can rebound, especially defensively, and get us in the break, and because he could push the ball, that's kind of like the advantage we had with me being a great rebounder. I could get us in transition and get us, Matt Brower running the floor and Sean running for threes. Like it was a great asset to have for our team. And then he got it. He got it on the string. He got high IQ with the ball. So I think. As he keep evolving his game, he keeps getting better and he keep working at it. He got a chance to be the second player, but with way better numbers. He could get 2 more blocks.
I can't believe you're not in the Shocker Hall of Fame.
Yeah. That is diabolical.
Yeah, it is. It is insane.
Have they said anything about that to you?
Every year it comes when it comes around, I get mentioned and stuff like that. I don't know the criteria.
I was going to ask if you knew the criteria.
Yeah, I don't know the criteria. I don't know much about it. I haven't really dove into it to look into it. It hadn't bothered me that that much. You know, I was like, eventually they'll get it right.
We'll start campaigning for it too.
Hey, I'm all for it.
Just thinking, like in the 21st century of Shockers, like you truly are one of the guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of the guys you would think of if you're thinking 21st century Wichita State basketball.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. And I just take pride in that. You know, knowing that I gave it everything I had for the 4 years I played. You know, no regrets, and it equated to a lot of winning. You know, and being a great teammate. I mean, I just love the situation and the position that I'm in. You know, of course that would be fine and fine and dandy and stuff like that, but I don't hold my hat on that. I know what type of career I had. I know the impact I had on the Shocker basketball, not just my years, but the years after me. You know, being constant communication with Teray and JT, and then they just passing the torch, and so I'm happy, man. I'm happy where I'm at. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. It like I said, I don't even know the criteria because I haven't even dove into it like that. Like, hey, when is the dates coming around? When is this? Like, I haven't did none of that. So
yeah, now you got me interested.
We'll bring signs. Put PJ in the Hall of Fame.
Hey, I take it. I definitely take it for sure.
That's pretty surprising, really.
Very surprising.
Yeah, especially when you're the only player in school history to do something. That's usually a lot. Not to mention 3-time defensive first team.
Yeah.
And being a big catalyst on the run that you guys had.
Exactly. So, you know.
Man, this is awesome. What's a guy got to do to get one of those black long sleeves you guys were wearing last night?
Man, let me
those are slick.
Let me make a phone call. I might could do something. I might could
need
do something
one of
about that. I might could do something about that.
I'm a large.
Okay, I got you.
I'm a medium.
All right, I got you.
Those are slick.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, they are. Coach broke them out yesterday and was like, "Hey, this is what we wear." So, yeah, no doubt. I see what I could do with that.
Awesome. Troy, you got anything?
I don't. This is a treat. Truly.
Oh man,
PJ, you got anything for us?
Man, thank you guys, man, for inviting me on, man. I'm a big fan of this. Anytime you guys need anything from me, I'm a phone call away. But I'm super thankful and super grateful that you guys, you know, selected me to come on this show, and I had a blast, man. It's unbelievable. I can sit here and talk all day with y'all, no doubt. But man, but just thank you, man. Thank you guys, and continue believing in us and you know what we're doing. And like I said, anytime you need me, I'm here.
We will. We'll keep showing up.
Awesome, man. Yeah, we'll keep showing up, and this is a real treat for us.
Man, no doubt. Me too, man.
Man,
well, thank you.
You know, it's all the people we've met, and you sit right at the top. So.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I hope, man. I hope. Hey, next time maybe I'll be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we'll be starting the campaign. Well, sir, good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
We'll be watching. We'll keep coming to Charles Koch, and
yes, sir. It's a good place to be, man. Good place to hang out on game nights.
Definitely.
For sure.
All righty, sir. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Jay.